We'll have a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. Thank you. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Turn off my phone.
Call to order this meeting of the Monongalia County Commission on Wednesday, February 19th, 2020. All commissioners are present, and we'll proceed with consent and approval.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
We have 18 exonerations for $5,253.65. Minutes for December 4th, 11th, 18th, 2019, January 2nd, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th from 2020. Vouchers General County Fund, $62,262.74. Coal Severance, $14,897.30. Chestnut Ridge Park, $1,779.91. Transportation Levy, $40,533.70. Library Levy, $9,948.47. Assessor's Valuation, $27.50. Law Enforcement Forfeiture, $7,332. Morgantown Industrial TIF, $2,054.32. Purchasing Card Vouchers General County Fund, $55,455.91. Coal Severance, $1,212.66. 911, $666.60. Mason-Dixon Park, $489.10. Assessor's Valuation, $4,481.56, for a voucher total of $201,141.77. Position vacancies for boards and authorities: Western Board of Zoning Appeals, Mon County Planning Commission, Mon County Development Authority, Camp Muffley Advisory Board, Abandoned and Dilapidated Enforcement Agency, Mason-Dixon Park Advisory Board, Region 6 Planning Development Council, Historic Landmarks Commission, and the Mountaineer Trail Network Authority. Fiduciary orders for February 19th, 2020.
Move for approval.
Second.
Been properly moved and second for approval. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
You have a separate item in your fiduciary packet that the clerk will address.
That's the order for, there was no response, the estates that had no response to the first notice of our administrative closures that we're in the process of doing. So those that are listed on that order have not replied back to our office. We originally had 254, and I believe that there are still 230 some that have not had any response to that first notice, and so that's what that order is. I'll call your attention to the bottom of that order. We did list separately some estates that were objected to on the first administrative closing that we did put on the second administrative closing, and we still have received no response.
Thank you.
So I'm not seeing the order in my file.
It's because it came up this morning.
Okay. All right, so it's not
It's
in
in
there.
it's in your yellow folder.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Move to approve.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Introduction of new employees, personnel changes. I see Sheriff Perry Palmer is up first.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing today?
Mr. President.
Good, yeah.
Welcome.
Zach. Very nice.
He's making his round.
Yeah, yeah. He's in a coat
Come on
and
over
tie
here.
right
Come on,
away.
sure,
so.
This is Zachary Hendershot. He'll be starting as a deputy sheriff on March 1st at a starting salary of $3,404 per month as a deputy sheriff and on a probation period of 1 year. And this, I'm happy to say, is our fourth and last one.
Good.
Move for approval.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded for approval. All in favor?
Aye.
And welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Are there any other introductions of new employees? Hearing none, we'll move to comments from the public. We're now open for comments from the public. If you wish to speak, please come forward, identify yourself, your place of residence, and you have 3 minutes.
Hello. Thank you for this opportunity to share. My name is Rebecca Polis. I'm running for Senate in District 13 for West Virginia. I am a Republican, conservative, pro-life, and pro-Second Amendment. I stand before you today as a voice for values in West Virginia. I value education, women increasing in their potential, opportunities, addiction recovery, job generation, and family life. And so I have a variety of business backgrounds. I ran a 22-acre apartment complex. I was in charge of plans and distribution of specs for one of the largest architectural firms in Southwest Florida. I ran a trucking company, which I thoroughly enjoyed, that served the eastern United States, for a manufacturing company. My mother taught me that if you want something, you have to work for it. There aren't any free rides in life. So I have a great work ethic. I've worked with my husband of 45 years. He is a Vietnam vet, Purple Heart. I have 4 children and 8 grandchildren. Got that straight. I really am concerned about education today for our children. I believe that a survey was recently done in West Virginia where it said that 32% of the children suffered depression in the 2 previous weeks of this survey, to such an extent that they didn't do some of their usual activities. 18% said they considered suicide. 46% said they were engaged in premarital sex. So we've got some real problems on our hands with children. If we want to raise a society and a culture that is stable, that's secure, that's sustainability for the future. So we need to do something there. I don't know if you're aware of this, but 43.7% of females who are head of homes operate at a poverty level. We need to make awareness of the fact that that can change in their life, and we need to provide programs, which I have thoughts for traditional and non-traditional jobs of employment for them. I'm concerned about domestic violence in homes. I'm concerned as well for addiction recovery. There needs to be more prescription availability, accountability, and we need to have more rehab programs that are actually working in their lives where they don't go back into it again. There needs to be greater job generation here. West Virginians are not lazy. They're intelligent, they're creative. All you have to do is go to Tamarack and you can see that. It's absolutely beautiful. And so there has to be ways to bringing more business into this state. I want to serve this state because I appreciate it, because I was raised here. I'm a graduate of Calhoun County, and I want to see this state come to the educational level out of 47 up toward the top. I want to see our children quit leaving the states or this state and stay here because there are job opportunities here. I want them to see that they can create the jobs themselves. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Rebecca Polis. You can go to my webpage at Rebecca Polis for WV Senate 2020 and check out all of my stats. And I would appreciate it so much. And thank you for everything you all do for this county. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else that wishes to speak? Hearing none, we'll close comments from the public. Colleen, do we have any grants?
We do. I have a request for reimbursement for the Community Development Block Grant in the amount of $847.28. And then I also have the Community Development Block Grant application for MAYSP, and they are requesting $32,344, and you would need to sign that as well.
Is that a continuation of a current grant?
It is. It's for the next fiscal year.
Okay. Move for approval.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded for approval. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Correspondence. Thank you. First is the 2019 second quarter levy report for Bow Park.
Sorry, I had to go get
That's okay.
cough drops. Received a letter from, well, it's Bow Park. I don't know what you need to, you don't
She's
really need to
acknowledging
elaborate on
receipt.
that.
Yeah.
Acknowledging receipt, yes. We also have a thank you letter received from Make-A-Wish regarding county grant funding. And again, thank you for the thank you. Is there any other correspondence?
Yes. I was contacted on Friday, late Friday, like 4:30, from a cannabis company called Almost Heaven. And they they are actually going to be, or they did apply. Yesterday was the deadline to apply to be a dispensary in Monongalia County, and they contacted me because they needed a letter, and of course, because they had to have it yesterday because of the deadline, I went ahead and signed off on the letter, so I just need to read that as correspondence. Their location is 709 Beechhurst Avenue, which is located in the city. So in the letter, I actually told them that they still needed to secure the proper letter regarding zoning from the city of Morgantown.
And just to be clear, these letters aren't granting approval. They're basically just confirming that there isn't any prohibition for them having that entity wherever they want to locate it. And so it's really, as far as the county commission is concerned, we haven't been approving these. We've just been notifying them that there are no prohibitions. So just to be clear, I appreciate the administrator acting on this and getting it out, and now we have it in the record.
Yes. And just so the public is aware, I did come in to sign this in the morning, and it was not here.
It was not here yet, no.
So, okay, is there any other correspondence?
I just had one other item. Commissioner Bloom brought this in yesterday. It's from WVU Medicine Children's Hospital. It's from Susanna Poe, and this is regarding their request for, you might have recalled last year they made a request that the commission grant use of the courthouse lights to be turned blue.
Oh, yes.
So they are once again doing that, and that will be on April
March
the 2nd.
Yeah.
Just have to
Move to
coordinate.
approve request?
Second.
Properly moved in second to approve the request. All in favor?
Aye.
Of course, we'll have to get with Mr. Doyle to make
Yes.
sure that that is done.
Appreciate, he did it last year, and they
Yes.
were very appreciative.
Actually, I think Jeff takes care of that for
Oh,
us.
Jeff does?
Yeah.
Okay, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you,
I
Jeff.
appreciate your efforts, all right? Is that all
Yes, sir.
on the correspondence? Any unfinished business?
Not that I'm aware of.
We'll move to new business. A, consideration to approve the audit for the year ending June 30th, 2019, as prepared by Perry and Associates.
This is our regular audit. I move to approve the audit as presented.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. B, to consider for approval the proposal submitted by DQE Communications for Metro Ethernet and Internet service for 6 locations.
Move for approval with discussion.
Second?
Go ahead, Sean, I knew you probably wanted to explain.
Well, this service replaces the service currently being provided by Frontier. It is an upgrade in regards to bandwidth, and it's a cost savings to the county. And then once we're through the initial term, because you pay for the build-out in the first period of performance, then after that our rates will go significantly down. So this is a good thing, and it's a good cost savings for the county, and an increase in our functionality and redundancy.
Good. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. C, consideration to approve a resolution authorizing the execution and delivery of a master equipment lease purchase agreement and related instruments, and determining other matters in connection therewith for the financing of phone system upgrades.
This also is with our new extension of the Frontier agreement for service. This is for the financing of the actual phones. Rather than going through the National Bank, we're going to do it through a local West Virginia company. You have anything else you want to add to that?
Jeff Smell is here from Country Roads Leasing. He's a company from Bridgeport that's helping us out with that. I don't know if you guys want to have any questions for him or not.
Thank you. You're
Thank you.
saving us a lot of money.
You're saving us money, and we're keeping the business local.
Yes, so we appreciate you offering your services.
Thank you.
Move for approval.
Second?
Been properly moved and seconded for approval. All in favor?
Aye.
Lastly, consideration to approve the proposed excess levies to appear on the May 12, 2020 primary election ballot. Mass transportation, library, fire and parks, trails and recreation as submitted.
If it's okay with the commission, I'd like to take these one at a time.
Yes, sure.
So in regards to transit, I move that we approve.
Second.
discussion?
With discussion, and open up,
I'd like to-
allow them to speak.
Yeah, I'd like to bring up Dave Bruffy.
Sure.
I'm sorry,
That's
President.
okay.
Well, we have it open, so now they can speak.
We did discuss this in advance.
Yes.
It's okay that somebody else speaks, okay?
Good morning,
David,
Commissioners.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yes, thank you for considering placing this on the ballot again this year coming up. As you know, we've had discussions about how the timing of this will help us continue in the flow of our budget. This wouldn't take place, this actual levy assessment wouldn't take place until the current levy expires. So this is just a continuation that allows us to continue to plan for purchase of equipment and planning of new services in growing and expanding areas. The rates for this levy would remain the same as they are currently, so that's 1.1 cents for Class 1 property, 2.2 cents for Class 2 property, and 4.4 cents for Class 3 and Class 4 property, and that's per $100 assessed valuation. So the annual expectation in funding is $1.9 million, approximately $7.9 million for the 4-year term. These funds will allow us to continue the service that we expanded in 2016. It helps us continue to purchase replacement equipment and, of course, replace the funding source for the services that the coal severance tax once upon a time funded for county residents. We're excited about the opportunity to continue to move forward and grow our service, and we'd be happy to answer any questions the Commission or really anyone has about how those funds have been used and how they'd be used going forward.
Oh, thank you, Dave. You've done a good job of presenting how you're currently using the levy funds, and as Dave indicated, these rates go into effect fiscal year 22, which is July 1st, 2021. But now that we have these on a 4-year cycle, it will allow for better planning. So I appreciate all your efforts, and the important thing is to the taxpayers that you're keeping the rates the same. So you're not raising the rates.
And I also want to say that you had come before us and said that you would expand the service, which you did. So I think the public was really pleased that what you said you were going to do, and you expand the service, and it's quite needed. So I want to thank you for doing that.
Good. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
That being said, it's been already properly moved and seconded. All in favor to adopt?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
You're going to do the
Which
second
one
one?
would you choose to do?
Library.
second?
Okay.
Library, okay. I'll have a motion.
I move that we approve the library proposal as presented.
Second?
Been properly moved and seconded. Do we have somebody representing the library here at this time?
We know they have a
I
meeting.
believe they had a board meeting
Yeah,
this
they have a
morning,
board
so it's
meeting.
going to be tough whether they made it or not. But the important thing to the citizens is they're proposing the same rates as are currently on the ballot, that are currently being assessed. I appreciate their willingness to keep the numbers the same. That way it makes it easier. Also, everything they've done with the current dollars, they've done a good job with the current dollars, and they've got some big plans for moving forward. So this, like the other, will go into effect fiscal year 22, which begins 7/1/21.
And on behalf of the library, I would like to speak just simply because I was an English major. It was my privilege, however, to avail myself of their services, most recently doing a little research on a book that I've been working on. And the library was most helpful, pointing me toward the All Center and giving me the information that I was seeking. So it's been properly moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
I move that we approve the Parks and Rec's levy proposal as proposed.
Second?
And
Oh, let's hear it.
Ella, would you like to come up and?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good
Morning.
Thank you. Yes, we also have appreciated the consideration of putting this on the primary ballot. This also is a continuation of the parks, trails, and recreation facilities. We are a little unusual in that we are a mix of nonprofit and city and county municipalities that have green spaces that we want to see thrive and benefit from the levy funds. And I just wanted to say that we have kept the rates the same, but we also have included the West Virginia Botanic Garden in this year, or in the upcoming levy, so that we can also help protect that green space. We certainly see these as essential special places in our community and help our health and our growth. Economic development, I think, comes from being able to market to businesses all of our amenities and helps retain people wanting to live in a healthy community. So I appreciate your support of this one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As Ella indicated, the rates are all staying the same. And the organizations that are all part of this, she mentioned the new addition with the Botanical Garden, but Bow Park is a participant, the county parks, the Rail Trails organization, which Ella works tirelessly on behalf of, Mountaineer United Soccer and Westover Park. So you guys are doing a great job with what you've got right now, and I'm happy to see you wanting to continue.
Thank you.
It's been properly moved and second for adoption. All in favor?
Aye.
And lastly, fire.
Fire protection?
Fire protection.
I move that we approve the fire protection levy proposal as presented.
Second.
Okay. If
Would you like to come on?
Thank you, sir.
Well, representing the fire departments, I want to thank the commission for letting us do this again. The current levy is just, you wouldn't believe what the departments have done with their money, upgrading their equipment. We've had one new building built. We've got another department that's in the process of going to get a building started. Cheat Lake's buying an aerial truck. They've bought a lot of equipment. So the fire departments are getting up to speed with what they needed. And the new levy, they decided to raise it just slightly. The second, third, and fourth years, they went for a 3% increase,
Right.
which didn't really change the rates that much. I believe the first year it might even be down a couple cents due to the raise in the appraisals.
Yeah, the proposed rates, your previous Class 1 was .42 cents per $100 of assessed value, and you're proposing .38, so you're actually lowering it .04 cents per 100. And yours is interesting because each year you increase that rate, but by the fourth year, you'll still be you'd be at 0.41%, which is still lower than your current rate that you're getting at 0.42. So I appreciate you guys, your organization, being good stewards of the taxpayers' dollars, showing them the value that they can get from this, but also keep holding yourself to a bottom line, that it's just not an open checkbook.
Right.
So we really appreciate all your efforts.
I think the members understand that. But yeah, that money's been essential. It's just helping all the departments.
And just be clear, like your first year projection, again, all these start in fiscal year 22, which is July 1, 2021. Your first year projection is only $439 than your first year projection of the current levy. So again, I really appreciate your stewardship of these dollars.
No, we appreciate you letting us do this again. And I want to compliment you. This is the first time I've been here since you remodeled. Everything's beautiful.
Tell Mr. Doyle
Thank you.
to sit right behind you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's been my privilege to attend the meetings of the fire departments, and quite honestly, we've come a long way in 5 years. I really must remark upon that. It was sometimes a contention between commission and fire departments, and this doesn't exist anymore, and I'm happy to report on that. So, all in favor of adoption?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay. Is there any other new business before us?
No, sir.
Seeing none.
Okay.
Reports from elected officials. Reports from county commissioners. Tom?
This was a great day to be a Monongalia County resident this past week. First, last Thursday, we had American Heart Month going on in February, and on Thursday, we had Mon Health Association bring their cardiac doctors, their administration. First Energy showed up, and the fourth grade class of Trinity showed up, and we brought in 6,000 pounds of food, and we were able to distribute that to the schools in the county. Then on Saturday, we had our food giveaway. 12,000 pounds of food were brought in, 199 households and 764 family members were served. And then this past Monday, we had a really unique experience. Clear Mountain Bank contacted us. They were having a program for all their employees, and they wanted to give back to the community. They paid for 300 bags. The 100 bags was for the back-to-school bash, 50 bags each for both boys and girls personal hygiene items, and then a unique situation with United Way, 100 bags for foster children. And why I want to promote that one with United Way is many times when we take, unfortunately, a child out of the home, they do it during the school time. All they have is the clothes on the back. They can't go home. They're not allowed to go to the house. So this at least gives them something that is their own, from a blanket to a toy to necessities. And Clear Mountain Bank not only put all the bags together with all 200 employees, but they paid for it all. And I just want to say thank you so much. And it was just a really good week for the community.
Thank you. John?
As always, it's been a busy week since last meeting. Last Thursday, I had my extension building meeting and the Development Authority meeting that afternoon. Fridays, we had BREs, Board of Review and Equalization meetings, and also meeting with our staff. Monday, of course, was President's Day holiday. Tuesday, I had breakfast with the Board of Education president. Today is a full day, and at the end of the day, I have my Morgantown Area Partnership Board meeting, assuming that well, probably won't be able to make that due to what we have on our agenda. We do have a very full day. Tomorrow is the Milan Park Board meeting, Friday meeting with staff. I'd just like to thank the levy groups for all your efforts on behalf of the citizens of the county. Really do appreciate it, and I hope the citizens look favorably on your proposals come May 12th. Thank you.
Thank you. First of all, my thoughts are with those who have been employed at Fairmont General. There's sad news to hear coming from the county that borders us. I don't know what will happen with regards to those in the 600, I believe, people that are employed there, but we do think about them, okay? Last Thursday, as Sean said, we did have a walkthrough through the new Monongalia County Extension Services and 4-H building, and I will at least state that we are planning a dedication ceremony that to be held at 10:30 on March 28th, 2020. So look forward for that. That's a Saturday, and we planned this specifically so that children and adults who are working would be able to attend this, who are involved with these particular services or have an interest to come out and see what we built. Yesterday, it was my privilege to meet for about an hour with our County Board of Education Superintendent, Dr. Ada Campbell. Last night, I briefly attended the firemen's meeting at Triune Halleck, but I was there. And Thursday, of course, we have our MMPO meeting coming up. So with that, I'll take a yes, sir.
I did forget one thing. I want to extend my sincere condolences to the family of Robin Ames. I don't know whether you guys read it. He was the cyclist that got killed in that accident up in Preston County. He's a Mon County resident. He's an employee at the Department of Energy. My heartfelt condolences to his wife, his family, who are left behind. And also, as Commissioner Hawkins pointed out to me this morning, the family of Mark Nesselrode, Mark Sr.'s mom passed away after a long illness, and I want to extend my condolences to their family.
Yes, the family has been very instrumental in Monongalia County. So, and I've been friends with Mark, of course, for a number of years, going back to, I won't say how many years. Okay, so thank you. I will now entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you all.